Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, and I am discovering that I am an idiot and today is not my day. I just recorded an episode and then for some reason I never even bothered to check and didn't notice that I wasn't recording video, so we missed an episode. Nothing much really happened in it. We researched destroyers and made ourselves a template for destroyers right here. We got ourselves disruptors and we got destroyers, and we did a bunch more exploration and a little bit more expansion, and that's about it. So not much was really missed. So let's just move on. We are currently down to 68 influence. We did get a third construction ship, so we can't quite keep up with our influence production. So we'll just keep trucking right along. We did just beat up some pirates here in Maval, and our fleet is heading back. Our fleet is now 1.4K.
Reports a new breakthrough.
And we just got Mining Network 2 as well. Excellent. So let's go ahead and get improved destroyer hulls for our next engineering research. And we saw a comet. Planetside exterminators units on 01 report the sighting of a small, icy solar system body exhibiting outgassing at 2 hours, 54 minutes, 8 seconds right ascension, 10.3 degrees declination. The distance of the body has been triangulated at roughly 3.75 astronomical units to the Sun, and the size and visibility of the body's coma have been classified as noteworthy. The body's dimensions are calculated to be approximately 5 by 10 by 6 kilometers. The sighting event concluded without incident. Received, plus 40 Unity. That actually lets us get a new tradition, which reminds me, in the last episode, we did go for the expansion tradition. We did not get anything in it yet, but we did pick it just because we are planning on doing some more colonization. So let's go ahead and take this, Starbase Influence Cost reduced by 10%. That will help our influence generation substantially and make it so our construction ships don't have to wait around quite as long. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll also go ahead and start up a colony ship to go to, well, one of these planets. Probably not this one. Maybe this one, since there is good minerals and good power. That would probably be a decent option. We'll go ahead and go for that one, most likely. It is a small world. This one is a very good science world, actually. Lots of physics on it. That's a good option. This is just a solid world, all around. Lots of empty tiles. We can kind of mold it to whatever we want without anything going to waste. Ah, that's a quite decent world right there. Excellent. We also currently can upgrade some of our mining hubs. There we go. Excellent. And let's move on. We are still working on building our fleet up to cap, since we currently have 0 destroyers built. And we are also attempting to build up our last corvette. We are currently building a destroyer, so there is that.
Anomaly found.
We did find an anomaly that I almost clicked through by default. By chance, we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this moon. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message. Could it be a distress transponder? We actually got this event last episode. It's a pretty good event. So let's take a look at what's inside that. That they're definitely not a corpse. Spoiler alert.
Anomaly found.
A Class 12 asteroid orbits this moon. The small planetoid's orbit appears far too stable for its presence to be a natural occurrence. Well, let's find out if it's natural or not. We're also finally making enough minerals to really start putting some into our fleet, which is good. Go ahead and reinforce that again.
Complete.
And now this ancient life pod. An abandoned life pod was detected in close orbit of Araya 5A. It's not 6. Why did I try to say 6? It's 5A. It is covered in scorch marks, presumably from when the pod's mothership exploded, and preliminary scans suggest it was built more than 5,000 years ago. The crew of the ESS Elucidator managed to open the pod, revealing the withered remains of a reptilian alien clad in a resplendent uniform. Clutched in one of its claws was a small picture of another individual from the same race, possibly a mate or revered leader. Now, the last one we actually got was mammalian, and it gave us physics research. This one is giving us society research. Fascinating. Okay, so we do have some ships that are not really doing anything currently. We do want this guy to be building a station over here, so we'll go ahead and have him do that. And this guy actually doesn't have the influence to build a station, so we'll just leave him be for, looks like about 2 months. For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into a stable orbit around Coggan 2b. The massive engine sections and braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they've long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they began. Interesting. +3
Recon pass
engineering.
completed.
Excellent. 1 more month, and we should be able to construct another starbase here. Actually, it should be slightly
System
less than that
reconnaissance
because we made them
completed.
cheaper. That is correct. We actually can afford it once we have the minerals. There we go. They now only cost 45. Excellent. So that only takes, what, 10.5 months to generate enough for one? That's not too bad. Keeps our ships a little bit more busy, hopefully.
Construction complete.
We are now losing money because our
Anomaly found.
something happened. Now we're back. And we're back. The material composition of this
Construction
asteroid
complete.
differs significantly from its neighbors. Neighbors. It likely has a different origin than the other bodies of this asteroid belt and should be investigated more closely.
Construction
Well, go ahead and
complete.
investigate it. We'll go ahead and also build ourselves our mining stations here.
Field engineers
Excellent.
have cleared a blocker.
And here we will build our research station. And you, once the month tick happens, can build a mining station here in a couple of days. I was fully expecting an autosave there. I was
System
prepared.
reconnaissance
Which
completed.
reminds me, last episode, we also confirmed the discovery of a way to not actually have the autosave close the pop-up. Or rather, the build dialogue. So that's super exciting. Just hold shift and it does not
Construction
close.
complete.
Our colony ship finished up. So let's go ahead and settle this size 12 world. It's a little bit unfortunate that it's so small, but the reason we are doing this is exclusively for this Betharian stone. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We will also be getting a few other things out of it, such as a fair amount of minerals, actually. And let me just pull that back up. Fair amount of minerals, actually. There's 11 minerals here, and also a little bit of science, but we're going to be getting a lot of power out of it. Asteroid fossils. Fossils from what appear to be several species of aquatic animals have been found on the barren and airless surface of WX-12 NY1K. There are indications that the surrounding asteroid belt was created from the remains of a shattered planet, and these findings seem to confirm that theory. Judging by the fossils, the planet supported life and was at least partially covered by water. Fascinating. 150 society research. Excellent. Sounds good. So we're just about done constructing everything on this planet. Actually, we are done. We just need to keep it all up to date. This requires a planetary processor, which I believe we do not yet have the tech for. Where is our capital on here? Am I just blind? This is our capital. Yeah, we don't have the tech to upgrade it. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and unpause here, since we are apparently paused. Oh boy.
Taking evasive action.
We just found the Ether Drake. The creature observed in the Vorsham system is unlike anything the ESS Elucidator, rip in pepperonis, has previously encountered. Highly aggressive and with destructive capabilities to match, it guards a planetoid that initial scans indicate is exceptionally resource-rich. Okay, so this Ether Drake is in a system with a class K star. If I recall correctly, that is important for dealing with this guy and gives us clues about what sort of weaponry to use against him. We definitely can't use any weaponry against him right now. He is far more powerful than we can deal with. Ominous. Look at that guy. He's a beast. He's gonna murder the ESS Elucidator. Like, ripping pepperonis. There he goes. He's going. You better get out of here. Are we gonna make it out? Where's he going? We made it out. Not sure where he's going. Hopefully he stays where he's going and doesn't come over to where we are. That would suck. I'm surprised you didn't shoot the ESS Elucidator, though.
Construction complete.
Okay, let's go ahead and march on down here. Just move for now while we're waiting to regenerate the influence we need. Excellent. How is our tech coming? Reasonably well. Reasonably well indeed. We can upgrade something here, and indeed we shall. We should also probably put some more pops completed in here. About like that. Just keep our growth there going. Excellent. We are doing quite well here. The Ether Drake is certainly spooky. Hopefully he just chills there. That would be for the best. And we now actually can build ourselves our starbase here, and so we shall. Our science ships appear to have completely abandoned down here. Let's actually go ahead and get ourselves another one going. That would be good. We have plenty of energy credits for now. Speaking of energy credits, did we clear everything here? No, we do not have the tech yet. 25 more months on that. Okay. You can go ahead and move out here to Voldox. You're going to have to chill there for a little bit while we wait for our influence to come up. As I said, we really can't support 3 construction ships currently.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we got our science ship done here. Let's go ahead and find somebody here. This guy will be a good one. And let's have him come on down here. He's going to have to go around the long way, but that'll be okay. And you can go ahead and build research stations. There we go. And here on this planet, we are going to go ahead and build ourselves a couple more of these guys, just in these locations, like that. Once the month tick happens, we may get one more. No. We need to give our construction ship orders. Go ahead and go here. And you are nowhere near having enough influence for that. Okay. So we'll go ahead and probably build another one here. Let's put it right here. That will be fine. Excellent. Now, do we have on this planet an energy grid? Yes, we do. Excellent.
Anomaly found.
We also finished our shield research, which we will go ahead and grab new research for. Plasma would be an interesting thing to grab. Interesting indeed to be able to get through armor and hull plating. We'll be able to grab that quite quickly. Well, 49 months, so not that quickly. But we did briefly detect some unusual energy readings emanating from this planet. It could be another glitch, but we'll find out. Another about 3 months, a little more, maybe like 4 months, before we can actually expand to another system. But with any luck, we will run into somebody to kill soon. Because so far, this galaxy, not very many organics. That will change. We'll find some, I imagine, extremely soon. We do have 2 idle construction ships currently. Kind of to be expected.
System reconnaissance completed.
Okay. For more full surveying. We're kind of not in any rush to expand in any particular direction right now. Although, continuing to reinforce our First Legion would be nice. The microsingularity, articles are hard for both me and Russians. A microsingularity recently intersected Cordip 7, passing straight through the core and emerging on the other side of the planet. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage, but it has altered the energy output of the planetary core slightly in a way that defies our current scientific models. Further study may be warranted. Fascinating. Okay. Physics research out of that. That'll be useful indeed. So, which of these do we want to grab first? Probably this one it has, of the ones we can reach, actually, we want to grab Maval first. Ideally. Let's go ahead and do that, just because it has the most minerals. And we are still kind of mineral limited. Go ahead and move here. We're just... Our construction ships are going to be idling for a while. That's all there is to it. Kind of expected that to happen, though. We'll go ahead and do that. We are getting very, very close to having this fleet maxed out, and then we'll be able to go after some of these things. We will not be going after the Ether Drake until we are significantly stronger. That's just not going to be a thing anytime soon. Plasma throwers could help significantly against the Ether Drake, but probably won't. Like, at this point, the Ether Drake is about as big of a threat to us as these guys would be if they were hostile. But I don't think it's going to leave that system. I think it's just going to chill over here and just be like, I'm an Ether Drake. I'm guarding this planet. Guard, 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 guard. So, that should be fine.
System reconnaissance completed.
If it just wants to do that, it can knock itself out. We don't need that system that badly anyway. There are lots of systems in the galaxy. Although we did get survey data on this one. Because the mutagen commerce exchange is here, that would be why. Okay. Sounds good. And we are still pretty short on the influence. I'm actually going to go ahead and delete one of our construction ships. It's just idling too much. I don't like to be paying upkeep on that. We've recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on I-11-094. From what we have translated so far of their language, we have learned that these aliens called themselves the Irasian Concordat. They were an interstellar power that held sway over this region of the galaxy a little over 1 million years ago. They appear to have been six-limbed mammalians, and there are several references to some sort of plague called the Javorian Pox, which swept across their empire with devastating results, possibly leading to their extinction. Interesting. So we just found our precursor event chain. We'll see if we actually find our precursors. That would be exciting. I've only ever done that once. I just usually have terrible luck on that. So now that we're down to 2 construction ships, we should be able to recover our influence quite nicely. We may build a 3rd one later on when we're close to the cap, but for now I just didn't want to pay the energy credit upkeep on that. We also should have enough minerals now to go ahead and fully reinforce our fleet,
Anomaly found.
which is super excellent, and indeed we do. J00DX1 is home to a number of exquisite impact
System
craters.
reconnaissance
However,
completed.
something breaks the visual uniformity in one of the larger craters. Well, we'll find out what that is. That would be good to know, potentially. Also potentially really boring to know. That's always a possibility. So we're probably going to end up putting more power on this planet just because of our current energy credit scenario. So we're going to go for exterminator hubs here and here, just because we're going to put power plants there. And then we'll just go ahead and grab the science, like so. Once we get 1 more month tick, we'll be able to queue up the last scientist here. Alien drag racing. The crater on J00DX1 exhibits long, irregular marks imprinted into the relatively soft upper layers of the asteroid. Science Officer Unit Y1 has recovered some interesting, unexpected wreckage from the edges of the depression. Wheeled vehicles, seemingly personal transports rather than research craft. The crew of the ESS Investigator speculate that the crater may once have been used for sport, with some alien species pitting their personal locomotion devices against each other in tests of mechanical strength or speed in near zero G. Vroom. Vroom indeed. +6 engineering research. That's pretty solid right there. There we go. Got all of those queued up. Now all we got to do is get buildings queued up there. That'll keep that planet busy for a good long time. Wow, 6 here. That is impressive. We'll go ahead and grab that first, just so that we're making 108 instead of 102. Fleet is at full strength. Hang on a moment. Why is the fleet at full strength, but we're at 19 out of 20 corvettes? Oh, is it because it won't go up beyond the naval cap? That's probably what it is. Let's see here. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. It won't go over the naval cap. Well, we do have a strength of 2.1k, so let's go ahead and go over here and clear out the angry couple of space cows. They were upset that we interrupted their mating ritual.
Science Division report success.
We also got our destroyer hull points, plus 200, so our destroyers are now much, much tougher. That is great. We'll go for better armor as our next thing. We're also going to be able to go after the Betharian stone very, very soon. Also, incredibly good.
Taking evasive action.
So what is actually going on up here? Ah, ancient mining drones are here. Okay. Helpfully, both of our science ships are in this system with the drones. Not sure what they're doing here. Crimdor should be renamed to Krendor once we get it. And so that's something that I will try to remember to do. Similarly, Coggin should be Quaggin. Just obviously. This is just one of those things that everyone knows. It's just the way it is. How are we actually doing on this? 3 months? 2 months? Okay. Very, very soon then. It is going to cost us a fair amount of our energy credits to get going on that. But it should be fine. We do not quite have enough. Actually, now we do. Now that the month tick happened. So we'll go ahead and do that. Excellent. Woo! I can't resist that.
Complete.
The station is called Woo.
Science Division reports.
I mean, we need to rename it and make it official, right? Woo! There we go. Now it's official. Excellent. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and we finished a research. That is our tile blocker research. We're going to grab this one, since we're going to need it here, if I recall correctly. Yep, quicksand basin, we'll need that. And we can clear out this, and we might as well clear out this as well. We're going to be cutting it pretty close on the energy credit scenario. But it should be okay. We briefly detected some unusual energy readings emanating from this planet. It may have been yet another glitch, but we should find out. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So far there haven't been very many glitches. What can we do here? It's telling me that we can build a building here, and we can indeed. We'll go ahead and suppress the mineral here, just so that we can have a power plant. We do need power, after all. Okay. And there was another glancing hit from mass driver rounds. Incredible Age came from another galaxy. Yep. Bunch of engineering research, about 3 months worth. But I say we go ahead and put a cut in here. We're going to be mopping up some of these aliens up over this way. Not this guy, for sure. We'll have to go around. But we'll mop up some of these guys next episode. Until then, I will see you all later.